on your radical. So Weber State back rolling like I knew they would in the Diablo Canyon Bowl. They're playing Cal Poly. So they're up by 20 at halftime, 42-20 to, wasn't that the exact same score as the Anthony Johnson game in the purple? Yeah, I dedicated the season. Speaking of Anthony Johnson, how about Montana was picked 5th in the conference in football? So, in the quarterfinals. They're kicked ahead of Weber, of course. They have a coach. Weber don't. So, listening to Klauke and David Patton, they do such an excellent job. David Patton was such an excellent player. They're so good. I sit right behind him. But so, Dylan Jones, I think, is going to get a triple-double tonight. He's got 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 9 points. For Plankton knocking them down. Dyson Kohler knocking them down like I knew they would. But whoever put Weber State's schedule together this year, it's the most pitiful, pathetic schedule in the history of college basketball, should be fired. I mean, this team should be at least 6-1, maybe 7-0. I mean, that whole nightmare of that thing in Canada, well, they went, and then 2 weeks off, and just a nightmare. I talked to two. He said that they were up till 3 a.m., 2 different games, and they played back-to-back. Going to overtime, beat Yale, and then got to play again. Who does a tournament like that? Who put that Canadian Newfoundland tournament together? You play on Friday, then you play on Saturday, then you got to get up and play Sunday morning? These are good teams, too, against East Coast teams. You go all the way to cross country. They were at St. Mary's in Cal. I had to stay there. That nightmare. Then, like I said, I talked to, he says they were up till 3 a.m. I talked to Dylan about it. Then you don't play again for a couple weeks. So they're back home, but starting to roll. This team is good. I see BYU got its first loss tonight. Yeah, Utah beat them. So, back to see Weber rolling. I'm down here on the ocean getting the tide pool work done. So, Dyson Kohler, he's from Jordan High School, which, as he goes, this team will go. Amber Plankton, because everybody's going to put the heat on Dylan, but Dylan will roll with the punches. Oh, he's that good. So, I'm thinking Dylan's on track to have a triple-double, and so we will be fine. They'll get back on track. But like I said, whoever put that schedule, that's the most pitiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And it should be fired. You look at your crowd tonight, how weak it is. This team should be 7-0. That place should be packed. I guess the money doesn't matter at Weber State. They should have been still playing in football, but I guess they don't care. I don't know who runs the show up. Well, I do know who runs the show. It's pitiful. So, go Weber, getting the tide pool work done, if she'll cooperate this week, which she hasn't cooperated for 2 weeks with me. She's done nothing but fight me. By the way, San Luis Obispo, talk about a gem of a place. Oh boy. So, Diablo Canyon, TikTok. Oh boy, that's where it's at. So, working on that. That's some of my good tide pulling areas that I do. Well, I do a lot of work there over the years. So, keep rolling, Dylan. Stay in tune.